Hi guys. It's been a while since we last update our last podcast episode, but we're finally back. We've both been quite busy with like our own lives, but Raina, you just came back from Mexico, right?
Yeah, I have.
How was Mexico?
I think it was so fun. I just love the culture and I've got to meet interesting people and
Hmm.
I got to see so many different sceneries and I just love the lush and the green nature there, and especially the communities. I just
Hmm.
love it there. And so when you get the chance to, I would say put Mexico on your bucket list. But yeah, and I know you also went to a concert, and how was that, Emily?
Yeah, it was kind of chaotic, but I still had a fun time. Definitely was running a little late because I was still getting ready. And I also woke up with a really like stiff neck, like I couldn't move or turn my neck at all. And so I made my brother drive all the way to Oakland to the concert. And then I think I danced too hard that night and I like twisted my neck. I flinched. I was like, oh, and then I'm like, wait, I can turn it a little bit now.
Okay, okay. I hope you're doing okay though.
It's definitely a lot better though. Yeah,
Yeah, but I hope you had lots of fun.
I did. I did.
So we can go ahead and get started. We actually had someone put in a question in the form. So the question was, what was one of your biggest insecurities and how did you overcome them?
Oh, should I go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, not now, but like before, my biggest insecurity was my skin. Like we've been friends for like a really long time. So you've seen how my skin looks back then compared to like now. I had a lot of acne and it was like one of the biggest insecurities I've had because I don't know, I just didn't feel pretty in my own skin. I just didn't feel confident at all. Like when I wear makeup, it just obviously didn't cover up. Like the bumps were still there. And how I overcame it is I just kind of like examined and studied how like what my skin type was and what type of acne I had. And then yeah, I just took care of my skin and now it looks like this. And I'd say I'm really confident about my skin now because it's like the best it's ever been. Yeah, that's what I did to overcome it. I just really, instead of just sitting here and whining and complaining about, oh, my skin looks like this and that, like I took the time to actually learn and examine my own skin and just kind of like took care of myself basically. And obviously it's not going to happen like that fast, like overnight. It's going to take time. And this took like a year to clear up, like a good
Wow.
year. Yeah. And now it's just been like this. And yeah,
Girl, you look
that's
so good. Like,
thank you. I'm
yeah,
so proud of myself. Like,
yeah.
it's like I used to have like really crazy bumps on my cheeks and a lot of like little pimples on my forehead. But now it's just scars and like it's a lot more smoother, especially my cheeks. And I'm so, so happy where how far my skin has gotten to. So that's one of my tips. Like, instead of just like, just sitting there and like telling yourself, like, oh, I don't look good in this and that, or, I would just tell myself, like, hey, it's okay, like, let's try and see if we can fix this. Like, let's find a solution to make it better, I guess, or, but that was like back then. But now I think one of my biggest insecurity right now is my weight. I've gained a lot of weight and I've like gained the habit of just eating whatever. And I don't know how to control myself, which has gotten really bad and kind of like out of control. But right now, how I'm overcoming it right now is I'm watching what I eat. And in the morning, I make sure I drink my Bloom green juice or whatever.
Yes.
I don't know if you heard of that. Have you heard of the Bloom, the green powder Bloom?
And then they have like different multiple flavors. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that
So I
helps.
bought. I went to Target and then I found it and I'm like, I want it. I just want to try it. And like I've been drinking it and it's been helping me a lot with like bloating and like my digestion and stuff. And I feel great. So, and I
That's
try not
good.
to eat a lot. Like, I mean, you can eat, just make sure to eat. But for me, like I'm trying to like not overstuff myself because I tend to overstuff myself and I feel disgusting and like I want to throw up. But yeah. And I'm also trying to like eat more fruits and vegetables. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. I think
Mm-hmm.
going along with what you said, I
Mm-hmm.
believe weight management has been a huge thing for me. Even when I grew
Mm-hmm.
up as a little kid, like I grew up like an actual tummy that looks like Pooh Bear. So I was one of those
Oh, Pooh
babies.
Bear.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so, looking back, I thought I was super cute and like I didn't have any insecurities until I moved to California where, girls start growing up and comparing themselves to each other. And so I think that's just a normal thing. But growing up, I think just comparing yourself to others is not healthy. And especially with social media and everything that's going around, and it's not a safe place for you to keep comparing yourselves to other people.
Mm-hmm.
You are unique in your own individual way. And you have to realize that we're all different. I think just being different and standing out is really important, and just maintaining your image and being yourself, just being yourself, it's already enough, and you are enough the
Mm-hmm.
way you are. And
Mm-hmm.
I think
Mm-hmm.
I also struggled with like with weight loss and weight gain because I have the type of health conditions that allow me to lose and gain weight really easily. And so with that, I feel like I never really had a stable set of weight. And also when you go to the doctors, right, they tell you, hey, your BMI scale, it's a little bit too high for your height. And us Asian girls, we're usually short. And so I
Mm-hmm.
think that the BMI is not a good scale to use for your physical health, especially because it's just like a set standard, like, or kind of like a guideline, so that doctors can see if you're healthy or not. But then health can look in so many different ways.
So
And
yeah.
yeah, and did you have something that you wanted to add on?
Mm-mm. No, I was just
Oh,
agreeing on that part.
okay. Yeah, I think just me, my background, and us Asians, we like to eat a lot of rice, and it has a lot of like carbs in our diet, and just being able to portion out what is good for you and what is
Mhm.
helpful for you. Adding more things to your plate, such as fruits and vegetables and all those, making a rainbow plate basically. That helped me identify what to eat. And a lot of the times, nutrition comes into a role, but then there's also like exercise as well. And sometimes, if you don't have any time to exercise, like I know 15 minutes of doing something, being active, hit workouts, you don't have to do them every day. You just Google a hit workout or like a walking workout. That's something really simple and easy to do no matter how old you are. And so yeah, those are my tips for overcoming insecurities. Just finding things that you enjoy and finding things
Mhm.
that works and is suitable for you. I also kept like a gratitude journal. And so a gratitude journal is kind of like a diary, right? where you just write down what you're grateful for, what you're thankful for, what you really appreciate, and that can take your mind off of the insecurities that you might currently have. And honestly, I think that insecurities come and go. They're gonna fade over time, and life is very short. So, just live life the
Mhm.
way that you want to, and just don't focus on your insecurities too often. And definitely with going back to our mental health series, definitely talk to someone if you really want that additional support.
Yeah, totally. And like adding on to that, because since that's your way of like how you overcame insecurities, and then for mine, I think I already mentioned this before, getting up and do something about it. Like nothing's gonna like magically happen to you. And like if you want like a change in your life, like if you want to start going to Pilates or yoga to make yourself feel good, you want to drink more water to make your skin feel glowy, just stuff like that. Like you can't just sit here all day and do nothing about it. Like you have to get up if you want to change. I think that's like what worked for me the most, because my skin wouldn't look like this if I had not like did my research online and really took the time to learn about it. And also, I think like setting up a vision board really helps to gain confidence. I like to like look for pictures online, and then when I get to print them and I get to cut them and I put it on the vision board, it makes me like think like, oh my god, this is going to happen to me, like I can't wait for this to happen, and you have it right in front of you every day. Like it just reminds you like, oh, I want to do that, so you have to get up and try to achieve that. And for me personally, I think I've achieved like, I think 1/3 of my vision board so far. And that is working from home and being my own boss. Like,
That's so good.
yeah, that's one thing I've achieved. And clear skin too. Like, I mean, I still have like scars and like some tiny little acne bumps and redness and dark spots, but that's not going to stop me from like stopping doing my skincare routine. Like I still want to take care of myself and I still want to be the best of me. And I'm not gonna stop here. I'm still gonna keep going. Yeah, that's one of the biggest tips I have, like to overcome insecurities, build a better self of you. Anyone that's wanting to know how to overcome insecurities.
Yeah, I think you're mentioning about vision board, right?
Mm-hmm.
I also have a vision board, and I think that is really important, and
Mm-hmm.
trying to reach a set of goals, and a lot of people say to enjoy the journey, not the destination. For that means, if your plan is to lose weight or to get better skin or to just build muscle, just setting small goals for yourself and achieving those will definitely help you in becoming a better version of yourself, as well as
Mm-hmm.
meeting the end goal that you want to achieve. And so, along with the vision board, I would suggest, finding pictures. Like I, I go on Pinterest, sometimes Instagram, to find inspiration pictures. And you're
Mm-hmm.
you have to put your mindset when you're looking on social media, right? You're not looking
Yeah.
for comparison, you're looking for inspiration. And so I think that's
Mm-hmm.
something to consider.
An inspiration picture would be table full of like beautiful display of fruits and vegetables, or another one is like water, like just a beautiful picture of water.
Yeah.
Like to drink more water. Maybe pictures of like for me, I'm married, so like I put up pictures of like couples in wedding dresses, and the man and the grooms in its outfit. And sometimes I put like up like my favorite couples or like favorite people I look up to.
Mm.
I think up here on my vision board I have the couple from Crash Landing on You.
Oh yeah.
um It's one of my favorite Korean dramas, and they're my favorite couple, and they're actually married in real life. So I have like 4 pictures of them up here. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
I put pictures of like beautiful picture sceneries from like South Korea and like other countries on here because those are the countries I want to travel to. So those are like inspiration pictures. And yeah, I don't really put up pictures of like, so let's say, for example, if you want to start going to the gym more, instead of putting pictures of models' bodies onto the vision board, you just want to take pictures of like the aesthetic version of like gym, like a yoga mat, or like just a girl sitting on her yoga mat and it looks super aesthetic, and like she's not even doing anything, she's just sitting there with her yoga mat and her water bottle next to her. um just something like that. I think there's like a huge difference in those two pictures. So
Yeah. Yeah, I like what you mentioned too. I also think your vision board, you're basically the creator of it, and it doesn't have to
mhm.
be like the society aesthetic version of it. It has
Yeah.
to be like
Mhm.
your aesthetic of it. And just to clarify, just because, you are the creator of your own vision board, and just creating it in a way that whenever you see it makes you happy and determined to achieve
Mhm.
your goals and to get over the topic of this podcast is insecurities.
And you can also put like some affirmations on here too
Oh yeah, those are
to
really
keep you like
important.
motivated every day. Having a vision board is really nice too. So
Yeah. So for one of my images on my vision board, I put a monstera plant, and I wanted to become a plant mom this year. So I finally got it. I don't know if it's a he or she yet. I'm just gonna call it a they. So I finally got them, and
uh-huh.
they're growing really fast, and so I need to get them like a a bigger pot. I got them like, I would say, a couple months ago. But yeah, I was so
Mm-hmm.
excited to get a monstera plant for the first time and become a plant mom. And so to me, that's just really important, and um, developing like my well-being, and also having that sense of responsibility. And so that's what I put on my vision board. And that's, you also, another thing is you don't have to achieve every single thing on your vision board.
Oh
Like,
yeah, no.
yeah, like within like that certain time frame. That's just to motivate you. And that's just something
Mm-hmm.
that is just there to help guide you along the way.
Yeah. Like I have traveling on my vision board, but I don't think I'm gonna go traveling until next year. So like it's okay if we don't achieve everything on here.
Yeah. Do you have any other tips on how to get over your
I
insecurities?
don't know. I think that's pretty much it because yeah, I don't really have any other way to like overcome insecurities. So, how about you?
For me, I feel like there's a very broad range of insecurities that anyone can have. So
Mm-hmm.
I can't really speak for everyone, but what
Yeah.
I do know is a vision board really helped me and Emily, like with creating like a goal setting mindset. And also getting over an insecurity will take time. It's not going to happen overnight.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just what I wanted to let you guys know. We're still growing as individuals too. And so we're still going through
Mm-hmm.
these themes as well. And so thank you so much for submitting this question. I really like it.
Yeah. I liked it too because I don't think like out of the topics that we came up for like this podcast, like I don't think insecurities was one of them.
Yeah, I don't think so either. And I
Yeah.
really like
Everything,
it.
yeah, like everything was like, oh, K-pop, oh, Korean dramas, oh, like K-pop concerts or whatever. But it was really nice to talk about insecurities because this was definitely one of the topics that we never thought of to talk about.
Yeah, yeah, and it's a very important topic that needs to be more discussed in the
Mm-hmm.
the Hmong community, the Asian community. Thank you so much, and we will see you in our next episode. Bye.
Bye.